Hello, good afternoon. My name is Lakeisha, better known as Lucky. I also go by LLT TheSurvivor. And the reason I'm coming out here today is because God has laid a word in my spirit that I need to tell you guys. Just a little background about me. I am fairly new to this whole walking with Christ thing. And this is something that is new to me, exploring. This is my first time really doing a video to people other than the ones that I know. I used to go and do Facebook Lives, but now I know that that wasn't God using me at that time. That was me going against using my own judgment to deliver His message. At times it was kind of accurate, but today I know it was Him. And my message today is to tell someone who is battling with knowing Him that He is always there for you. And you will always be in His presence. Whether you want to or not, you will always be in His presence. I remember when I first started to seek Christ, I used to, hear others say, if you want Him, all you have to do is knock and He'll answer. And I honestly, now that I look back at it, honestly, I never actually had to knock. He always was there before I even tried to knock. What I mean by that, when you go to knock on someone's door, you put your hand up and you have to do this gesture to knock on someone's door. Every time I put my hand up on the door leading me to His presence, I put my hand up before I could actually hit the door flew open. And when it flew open, I'm going to use the analogy of I went into a bathroom. And when I went into this bathroom, the shower was on. And the shower represents His blessing, how He rains on you, and how He delivers you from everything that you're going through. So as long as you're not standing in the shower, you're not getting His blessing. So when I would go into the bathroom, I would go into the shower, and I would let Him rain down on me, clear me, do everything that He wanted to do, walk in His guidance, but that's while I'm in the shower. So basically, while I'm taking my shower, I'm in His presence, and I'm following His guidance, and I'm doing everything that's supposed to be done for Him while I'm in the shower. Then, me being lucky, will feel like, okay, I already got all I need. I could go out there and do what I gotta do now. And I would get out the shower, leave the bathroom, and close the door behind me. When I closed the door behind me, mind you, I never cut off the faucet, the shower before I left. I never cut the shower off or anything. I just left and closed the door behind me. When I closed the door behind me, I went back into doing my own understanding, my free will. And what we fail to realize is our free will is what we think. It is not what God wants for us. It's what we think is right for us. It's not what God wants for us. So it was a lot that I used to feel like once after a certain amount of time with being in His presence, I got what I needed. It was to go out back to going what I wanted to do and doing things in my way. And I would go back out and get filthy dirty all over again. This man just cleaned me, crystal shine me, gave me a full wax. Like you take your car to the car wash, get you the buffer, the wax, everything. He had just did all of that for me. And now here I am, back out in my understanding and becoming filthy all over again. Back to where I was before I got with Him. And I would always turn around and go back to the bathroom to go get clean. And when I went to the bathroom to get clean, I would put my hand up, and once again the door was not open. Never once had I gotten there and He turned me away and told me, I did this already for you. I already cleaned you up already. I already did this for you. So it's never once has He turned me away and told me, I already fixed this. You keep continuing this. He let me come in. And He let me come in, and He cleaned me the same way He had cleaned me before, even cleaner this time. Every single time I did it. And I used to beat myself up when I first got in Christ, in Christ's presence. I used to beat myself up because I used to hear people condemn other people and say, oh, she's not going to get the thing that she was, because remember what she used to do in the past, and remember what she used to do in the past, and I used to feel like they talked about me like that because of my past and what I've been through, and I wasn't, listen, I was the filthy of all filth. When I tell you I come to him with everything on me, everything under the sun on me, and he never once judged me, and he let me know that when he was on the Christ, getting crucified for all of our transgressions and our sins, no, there was not one time that he opened his mouth while he was on the cross and said, okay, I'm going to get clean for her big sin and her small sin, or his little endeavors, or his small things. Just because just because someone committed murder does not mean that because the person over there stole a pen out their mother's purse, it's smaller or bigger than each other. When God shed his blood on all of us, he gave each of us the same amount of blood. So no sin is greater than another sin. He doesn't look at it as, oh, you did this big and did that small. Maybe your big is my small, and my small is your big. We all are getting the same amount of blessings. So it's no right away to do things, unless the only right way to do things is to be in his blessing, be in his presence, and to stay in the bathroom with him. Right now where I am in my life, I feel like I am so in tune with him and so close to him that I took the doors off of the bathroom. So I can never leave his presence. I can never leave and close the door. If I was to try to leave now, the door is still open. I am still technically in the shower, getting clean. Even when I walked out the door, the shower has followed me. I stopped blocking off my blessings by closing that door. And so I know I'm talking to someone, telling them, stop closing the door on yourself. He opens the door to give you everything that you desire. Stop closing the door on yourself. You closing the door on yourself is just making you lose his presence. Closing the door, you're basically closing the door on him, saying, I don't need you right now. I don't need you. I can take care of this. I can do this. So don't close the door on him. Continue to let him in. Continue to let him shower his blessings on you and clean you. Stay in that bathroom with him. Stay in that secluded space with him. In that closed space with him. Stay there. Because if you don't stay there, it's nothing that he can. Like, I know that when I remember every time that I went out the door and closed it behind me, he never once stopped me. He let me go out there without him to let me know that I would need him. I would have to come back to him. I would have to come back and open this door and come back to him, because I was doing it on my own and trying to do it under my understanding, and it wasn't for me to know. It was for him to show me. So like I said, I am coming to you wholeheartedly, telling you to stop letting others make you feel like you're not worthy enough for him, or you're not enough for him. Stop that. That is not true. Like I said before, he said it. He even said in Psalms 110, verse 1. I'm reading the ESV version. It says, the Lord said to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool. So if you continue to sit and be still, trust and believe, the same ones who are talking about you, the same ones who are condemning you for whatever you've been through, will be your footstool, wondering, asking you, how did you get here? What did you do? So Like I said, once again, I am new to this. As you can see, I'm using Pandora for my gospel music. I don't own no right to this music or anything. And you hear commercials and ads. I'm brand new to this. But I had to come and tell my brothers and sisters that you have something that is waiting for you. Just let God use you for it. And in Jesus' name I pray. You have a blessed day. Thank you.